Hello, it's Helen here with another Wednesday practice tip. Today I want to talk to you about how you can use a technique called the Pomodoro Technique to really help you be more mindful in your practice. The Pomodoro Technique was named after a tomato-shaped timer that the creator of this technique used to help him time his segments. Now, if you've been watching this channel for a while, you would have noticed that I'm pretty anti-timers, but this is one exception. Because the Pomodoro Technique isn't about timing yourself to see when you should finish practicing. It's about giving yourself segments of work time and segments of reflection time. And we all know that I'm totally about brain processing time, which is what reflection time will be. Now, this technique is not going to work for beginners because it involves a longer length of practice time. So we're really talking to intermediate and advanced students here. If you're someone who's working at a reasonably advanced level and you think that you need to practice about 2 to 3 hours a day, that's fantastic. This is exactly the kind of technique that you could be using to maximize your practice efficiency. So what is the Pomodoro Technique? Basically, the technique involves having a 25-minute segment of intensive work followed by a 5-minute segment of rest. Now, in this rest time, it can be really useful to get up, stretch, move around, have a snack or something to drink, and reflect on what you've just been doing in the previous 25 minutes. Ask yourself, have I actually made any headway in this last 25 minutes? If you have, then great. Have you actually achieved your goal? If you have made some headway, then it could be beneficial to continue working on that particular goal for the next 25 minutes. However, if you're finding that you're not actually achieving anything, then maybe it's time to move on to a different goal. The brain really does like having its activities switched up, and task switching can be one way to ensure that you're keeping things fresh for your brain, which is something that we have discussed before. Now, after 4 rounds of the 25 plus 5-minute segments, then it's time to take a much longer break. In that time, you could do something entirely different altogether. Have a meal, go for a walk, do some other kind of work. Allow your brain and your body the space to process what you've just done and give yourself time to rest and recuperate. You can always come back to your practice session later in the day. Let me know in the comments if this is something that has worked for you, or if you give it a try for the next week, let me know if it has increased your practice efficiency. Happy practicing!